Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Start of college football. We got week 0. If you guys are new to the channel, I will be covering college football and NFL, all the major sports here. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Get those subs up. Working our way to 22.1K subs. And check out all my betting links, guys. Really good promos with FanDuel. They have brand new offers for you guys. New customers bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets guaranteed, which is an even better offer than before. And you also get a 3 free week trial of NFL Sunday Ticket, getting you ready for football season. You know how expensive NFL Sunday Ticket is going to be this year. Take advantage of those first couple weeks free, guys, with that exclusive offer in the description below, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. 4 matchups today. Not the best matchups. We do have like 1 or 2 decent games here, but hey, it's football. Week 0. We'll be ready for a big weekend next weekend. So stay tuned for next Saturday. Yeah, 4 matchups. Starting out with a ranked matchup. We've got Florida State versus Georgia Tech in a neutral field. It's in Ireland. I believe Dublin, Ireland. Yeah, a nice ACC matchup here. Florida State opening up as a 10-point road favorite. I say road, but they're the road team in this matchup, but that doesn't really matter. They're a 10-point favorite with the over-under at 55.5. Listen, we know what happened last year. FSU, elite last year, dominant, got robbed. Whatever you want to argue, they shouldn't have been there. You're gonna look at that last game they put against Georgia, lost 63-3. That game didn't really even count. They didn't play anybody. Say what you want about that game. Florida State, unbelievable season for them last year. I mean, they crushed Georgia Tech. Not a horrible season, I guess for Georgia Tech standards. They had a pretty decent season coming off a UCF bowl win. Haynes King wasn't horrible. The offense the offense actually looked pretty decent last year. The defense though was absolutely horrible from what I saw. Yeah, the Georgia Tech defense, 449 yards per game, which is one of the worst in the nation. They couldn't stop anybody last year. I did all the research. I looked at all the stuff. So much money is going on Georgia Tech plus 10. I don't see any confidence in Florida State. They got the new quarterback, DJ Ugalele. He had a pretty decent year with Oregon State. Didn't do good with Clemson. That's where he gets a bad rep. But Florida State lost a lot. They were big play receivers last year. They lost Benson. They lost Verse. They lost good defenders. We'll see how they do this year. But they picked up good guys here. I mean, they picked up Marvin Jones, is a great pickup from Georgia. Picked up a nice dude, Sion Loalehia from Oregon State, and Malik Benson from Bama. Listen, Florida State's got the talent. They're much better than Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, from what I saw, they only have a couple 3-stars on their team. This Georgia Tech team bad. People are expecting Florida State to come out and not really play well. Man, I think Florida State destroys Georgia Tech today. I think Ugalele, it might be a little shaky start. I think Ugalele is going to have a great year with Florida State. I think it's the perfect team for him. They're 19-1 in their last 20. I know it's a new team, but Norvell is such a great coach, especially after last year. They're 9-0 against the Coastal Division. They're 12-0 against the ACC. I mean, they're on a heater right now. 11-4 against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech 4-10 on a Saturday. 1-5 in their opener. They have not opened the season up very well. I like Florida. For college football, I always buy a half a point if it's on a number. I don't like an even number. I don't like -10 because then they got to win by 11. So I don't like those. I always buy a half a point if the lines are like that. So give me the Florida State -9.5. Throw them in your money line parlays today. It'll be a fun game, but Florida State's just too talented. I think Georgia Tech might keep it close. That's why the points are kind of intriguing, but I'm backing the Noles here. I think the defense is going to be dominant. Give me Florida State -9.5 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, not the best looking matchup here, but we got Montana State versus New Mexico. Montana State opening up as a 10.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 53.5. Yeah, we're getting an FCS school versus FBS school here. Montana State, they were very bad last year. There is no denying it. They were very bad. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they finished the season 1-9 in their last 10. Absolutely horrible. New Mexico, they were really bad too. 3-7 in their last 10. Both teams had bad years, but just look at the numbers here. I mean, they just suck for both teams. I mean, Montana State, they're 1-11 on a Saturday, which isn't good. 0-10 on a Saturday on the road. 1-13 in their last 14. It's been horrible. Look at New Mexico though, 7-1 in week 1. They've actually been able to. How bad New Mexico's been, they actually can win their openers here. The numbers are bad for this game. I mean, it's just horrible. I'm very intrigued with New Mexico plus the points today. I'm seeing them 10.5. I want to look live right now. Because they opened up at 13.5. I'm not sure if you can get that line still. If you can get 13.5, that's pretty crazy, I think. But I'm pretty sure the line's moved. But man, do we trust an FCS school to win on the road? New Mexico, we know they haven't been that great. But Montana State, I mean, man, they haven't really been great either. Can't say I really trust them whatsoever. I think it's going to be tough for an FCS school to win on the road, which they haven't really done. I think that the last time, from what I saw, hold up, I have a good stat for you guys. Yeah, New Mexico State, I believe they haven't lost to an FCS school since 2011. I just don't see the upset happening here. Yeah, it looks like, actually I lied. The lines have moved up a little bit. It looks like New Mexico's plus 13.5, which I think is even better. Listen, this game is bad. I'll take a shot. I'm actually going to buy a point. If it's at 13.5 live, which I think it is right now, we've seen some line movement. Give me New Mexico plus 14.5 at home. Next matchup, we got SMU versus Nevada. SMU opening up as a 27-point road favorite with the over-under at 55.5. SMU, yeah, big season last year. They finished 9-1 in their last 10. Preston Stone's going to be the starter. Great year last year. I mean, he's gonna look to sling the rock and dominate, because SMU, man, they could put up points with the best of them. And you got Nevada, finished 2-8 in their last 10. What a horrible season for Nevada. They have quarterback issues. They sucked on D. Offense was bad. Looks like Brandon Lewis is going to be the starter after Chubba Purdy was the starter. So Brandon Lewis will start today. Neither quarterback is that great, so there's no real advantage to either of them there. If you look at the numbers, SMU 5-0 on the road, 6-1 covering against the Mountain West. Nevada 1-10 at home, 2-8 covering at home here on a Saturday. They're 2-18 in their last 20. Horrible, just horrible. They've been. You look at the averages from last year. SMU averaging 38 points. Nevada averaged 17 points a game. They just don't be good on offense here. Yeah, and SMU got better. They added some big transfers from a lot of SEC transfers. But they actually have a nice team this year. I just think SMU beats the crap out of Nevada today. Preston Stone's going to sling the rock. They're going to put up, if not 50+ points today. Yeah, you're going to buy a half a point here, depending on what line you get. But give me SMU minus 26.5 on the road here. Then the last matchup, we got a midnight game for like tomorrow, tonight, whatever you want to call. We got Delaware State versus Hawaii. You don't watch Hawaii games. It's hard to watch them because they're on at like 1 a.m. So no one's really watching them. Hawaii opening up as a 38.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 57.5. Man, what to say about Delaware State? If you guys haven't already seen, they missed their flight, traveling like across the country. They've already been delayed. They've already had a rough trip getting here. Delaware State. I mean, not a good program. They were 1-10 last year. Their only win against Virginia Lynchburg. I mean, this team is very bad. They only played one actual FBS team last year. Actually, no, they played like two. But they lost 57-0 against Army. And that was against Army. We know Army's not that great. So, man, against a decent team, we know what Hawaii does. Hawaii puts up points. Brandon Schrager is going to throw the rock. He's going to throw for like 400 or 500 yards. Delaware State 0-13 on a Saturday, 0-14 on the road. I mean, those numbers are really as bad as you could ever imagine. Hawaii, not a great year. You know, Hawaii hasn't been. They're never really that good, but they can score. They just always play tougher teams. Against these FCS teams, though, everyone's expecting Hawaii to come out and dominate Delaware State. I'd be kind of shocked if Delaware State puts up more than maybe 10 points, maybe they get lucky, get 2 touchdowns, but I think Hawaii is going to put up more towards the 50-point range. I could see like a 50-10 win. I think Hawaii dominates. I recommend throwing Hawaii in a teaser today. 38.5 is very rich. Maybe you can shave 7 off, 10 off. That's my recommendation. You feel a lot more comfortable with Hawaii, but there's just no way you can back Delaware State. I don't even know what this team's going to look like. I mean, let's be real. They're not even a real program. I mean, this team, I'm looking at their last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of their last 10 games, they haven't scored. That shows me enough. Give me Hawaii minus 38.5 at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Glad college football's back. NFL next week, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.